afternoon. We're looking off to the east at some cloud cover that's taken over in parts of the valley. You can still see there's some sun breaking through. We've got some nice bright sky, or at least the view is nice and bright with the sun coming down over the station here in South Fargo. So looking pretty good for us to start off today. And we'll see those storms on the way. We do want to talk about Hurricane Dorian. It's that big story everybody's been talking about today. And here's what we're looking at now. You can see just off the coast of Florida. Here's Miami right here to orient you. You can see this storm is basically swirling just almost as strong as it was this morning, continuing to maintain much of its intensity as it's moving still over Grand Bahama Island here, though it is showing some signs of slowly moving away, which is good news. You can see the outer bands of this storm have been impacting that east coast of Florida here today. So an intense storm, no longer a Category 5, it's a Category 4. It's moving to the west northwest. That's an important thing to note. Even though it's 1 mile per hour movement, that northerly component to it shows that it's showing signs of starting to make that northerly turn with maximum sustained winds of 155 miles per hour. So this is an intense one. Again, still going, even if it's no longer a Category 5, a Category 4 storm is still a major hurricane. So here's the latest forecast track here, basically running right along the coast of Florida and then back up along the southeastern U.S. over the next several days. So they're just going to get pounded by rain and wind. Even if it never makes landfall, they're going to be feeling the impacts of this storm. So here in the valley, we are also dealing with our next chance for some rain and thunder. Nothing quite like that, but there is some severe weather in the Dakotas, and that will be impacting us for today. So you can see the rain coming down in the Devil's Lake area right now. This has been moving eastward, weakening as it's been doing so through the morning hours, and will continue to move its way to the east and kind of fizzle out a little bit. What we're really focused on here is what's happening in northwestern parts of North Dakota. We've got some severe weather, hail being reported with these storms that are going to be moving eastward, approaching Minot right now, and eventually they'll be moving into our viewing area. So look at our temperatures right now. It's 70 degrees in Fargo, 62 in Grand Forks, much cooler up in Devil's Lake where we're at 53 degrees. Here's your hour-by-hour planner. Expect to have that chance for severe storms moving in into the late afternoon and evening. This is 4 o'clock. You can see it approaching the Devil's Lake area. And as we head into this evening, we'll see that chance for storms continue dropping east-southeastward, and these could produce some hail and wind gusts. Those will be the main threats, so we can't rule out an isolated tornado with these storms as we head into the evening. This is 10 o'clock tonight, so Fargo may not see the severe weather until after sunset in some instances, especially if you're on the Minnesota side of the Red River. And then continuing into the overnight hours, 2 a.m., basically, these storms have cleared the valley at that point in time. They're still lingering somewhat, and we'll start to quiet things down. But we'll still have a little bit of lingering rain up in the northeast. So hopefully we can get a nice dry start to that first day of school in Minnesota tomorrow. But we do have that risk for severe weather until then. So in this orange area, basically from Jamestown and then following along I-94 down to Minneapolis and beyond, there's an enhanced risk for severe weather. Now, all of us have a chance for some thunderstorms that could turn severe, but this is the area where it might be, those storms might be more numerous, more intense within the valley. We're looking at that large hail factor, and in addition to that, the damaging wind gusts that as these storms blast through this evening. So a look at your 7-day planner. Expect to see temperatures cooling down for tomorrow for that first day of school in Minnesota. Might be a chilly wait at the bus stop and heading home as well. We'll be in the 60s for a high with breezy conditions and sprinkles as well. Heading into Wednesday, trying to warm things up a little bit. Thursday we'll be back to the mid-70s, but by the end of the week, we're right back into the 60s for our first full week of September.
Looks nice though for tailgating on Saturday for NDSU.
Yeah, that's good football weather.
Yeah, just get through the week. We'll just get through the week. Thank you, Lisa.